Hi everyone, this is Killshot. 99 Gaming says The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 4, Countdown Live. We do this every Sunday night. This is a countdown. This is The Walking Dead fans. We get together. Do have to warn you, we will be talking about the episode a little bit tonight. So there's going to be some spoiler information. We got several super chats as we get out of the gate. So there's some hype. There's some hype about tonight's show. I'm excited. I got a ton of announcements. By a ton, I mean about 3. First of all, we'll do the countdown. We will also do a reaction video. It's going to be about a 15 or 20 minute reaction video after The Walking Dead. It's not going to completely interrupt Talking Dead. And then we're going to do an extended reaction video after Talking Dead. So hopefully you guys will be here for all 3 of the streams, starting with this one. We got super chats. I saw we've got Pete D. We got Ricky Lutz. Ricky saying cheers. We also got Valar saying hello 99 Army. Killsteph, Emmy, Kale, Sweet Tommy sponsors Patreons. All the super chatters. And a special happy birthday to Bumblebee. Happy birthday, Bumblebee Brown. Thank you so much, Valar. And if you guys could wish Bumblebee a happy birthday. Scott Kernan says, hey, Kills, cannot believe Rick is getting impaled. And I'm going to tie that into another super chat, which is Pete D, who said, bring on the rebar. So, got a lot of interest in the rebar tonight. Warning, there is going to be some rebar. And Pete wants to bring on the rebar. Pete D, you want rebar? You can't handle the rebar. A little bit of Tom Cruise there for you. But I'm excited. I am excited about not the rebar. I'm excited about what we're going to see tonight, which is going to transition into next week. And this person is going to go away forever. Not even going to say your name, but I will say you are gone. I love when people's comments get flagged and they never show up. That's pretty awesome. So, you guys didn't even see how silly that was. All right, we're moving on. So, Rebar Rick. Let me give you a couple announcements. First of all, I'm going to start out. We have hit 60 Patreons that are monthly supporters of this channel. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Would not be here. I mean, the channel is just growing beyond my wildest dreams. Also, there's been a lot of interest in additional gear. You guys know we have gear down below. Many of you have ordered the 999 Army shirts, but a lot of people are saying, Kills, let's update it. Let's get some more stuff out there. Let's get some hoodies. I am pleased to announce, I have not tried this yet, but in partnership with YouTube, there's a company that links directly through YouTube, and you can see down below it says 999 merchandise. I have created that's the back of the shirt. There is a mushy smushy t-shirt that is available. It's got the 999 Army logo on the front. On the back, it says mushy and smushy. You guys made me do it. And also, you can see we've got some leggings. We got socks. We've got the big news is the Walking Dead not Walking Dead. Copyright 999 Army hoodie. I got a little bit too excited. So there you go, everybody. Just a couple of additional things that are out there. And we will be adding more merchandise on a weekly basis. So just always check down there if there's something that appeals to you. Yeah, there's tank tops available. It's a little cold for tank tops right now. So, wow, so many good things going on. Let's move into tonight's episode. So as we talked about, this is the countdown. This just gets us ready for the show. I know a lot of you guys are cooking and making your snacks and getting ready and setting up your Walking Dead parties. All of the stuff that we do on Walking Dead Day. So the first question that came out of the spoilers, and once again, these spoilers are brought to you by our friends over at Spoiling Dead's fan page. So they do a good job with these. So let's get into what's going to happen tonight. So why are Daryl and Rick fighting? Do they resolve their conflict? So here's what's going to happen. We talked about this in the preview. Rick finds out that Maggie's on her way there, and Daryl offers to give him a lift. And Daryl has some other plans, and that's to get Rick away so Maggie can go in and take care of Negan. But the thing is, Maggie doesn't make it to Alexandria, so she maybe she's just a little slow getting there. I don't know. I don't know why Maggie gets held up, but Maggie and Negan do not have a standoff. But Rick and Daryl will fight. They will tumble around a little bit, and then they'll hug and make up, because that's what they do. And this will probably be the last time we ever see them fight. Unless they fight as really, really old men. We've talked quite a bit tonight, or the last couple nights, about Jadis. And I'm not referring to her as Anne ever again. So Jadis will... I didn't want to mention the spoilers earlier today. Many of you already knew it. But Jadis will have Father G tied up. And we will see Kate Winslet, so the female version of Winslow. Father G is going to talk about forgiveness, gives her a sappy speech, and then she changes her mind. Changes her mind and knocks him out. When he wakes up, he gets a note, and he collapses into the ground and cries. Scott Kernan says, do we know what Jadis wrote in the letter? We don't know. We don't know what she wrote. And you know what? I'm going to ask you, what do you think is in the letter? Let's put the spotlight on each and every one of you right now. And we got a ton of people here. While you guys are thinking about the Jadis letter, everybody do me a big favor. Slap that like button. If you like what we do, if you're here, if you're having a good time, if you're part of the 999 Army, even if this is your first stream, if you just happen to jump in here and you're going to come back, like this video. If you're not and you don't like what we do, give it a thumbs down. And that goes for all the people watching at home. We want open and honest feedback. So if you're not here for the long haul, then you know what to do. But I will say, and I'm really proud of all of you, because over the last month or so, we've averaged a 98.5% like ratio. So 98.5% of our fans are liking the videos compared to such a small percentage of people who are not. So thank you so much. Let's see. Third Eye says, Jadis wrote, I'm leaving. Casey, there's got to be more to it than that. I don't think I'm leaving is going to make him sob. I don't think a one-night deal is going to make him sob. I think there's got to be more to it. There's got to be more to it. It'll say, I used you. I like that, Julie. Very nice, very nice. She told him a secret. How about she told him, I'm going to get Rick? That would make him sob. All right, very good stuff, very good stuff. So, once again, if you're just tuning in, we are adding some spoilers into tonight's chat. So, hold tight. Let's get back to the spoilers here. We don't get any new information on the helicopter tonight, but we will get some new information. You know what's really interesting is the spoiler sites want to know what's going on with the helicopter. Jonathan, come on, be nice. If she writes that, yeah, that would definitely make him sob. Sheila Mack says, missed you kills in the 999 Army. Missed you guys. So, thank you, Sheila. Appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat and appreciate the love. It's mutual. We missed you too. Now let's talk about the old psychology. The old psychologist, Negan. Negan is looking for an opportunity just to start a small dialogue, which could lead into a bigger dialogue, which could lead into manipulation. Because that's what Negan does. Maybe he won't this time around. But yes, Michonne is going to pay the visit to Negan tonight. And She goes there because she needs him to eat. She needs him to stay alive. But then Negan starts playing some mind games with her, trying to, get a little connection, see what makes her tick. And he does start talking about his wife, so it's almost like, I'm going to give you some information, you give me. So Michonne starts talking about her son. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. And he really wants to get Lucille. Michonne tells him she doesn't have Lucille and that they just left her out there. After Michonne leaves, Negan freaks out about Lucille and starts banging his head on the wall. So we get to see a little bit of crazy Negan tonight. The bridge is still in full effect. And then the next few things that happen are really the gist of the show and also the carryover into next week. And many of you have tuned in late, so I do have to tell you, this is our countdown. We do this every Sunday night, and we just go over a little bit of what's going to happen in this episode. The riot continues. We got some Carol, we got some Jed, we got people pulling guns, we got people shooting, they're yelling, they're screaming, they're making noise. We know that noise attracts walkers. So, as all this stuff's going down, there's a large herd making its way toward the base camp. Daryl is at the camp. Daryl's trying to calm everything down. Rick has to do something. We talked about this in the earlier stream today. Rick feels compelled. I mean, Carol's leaving. People are losing confidence in him. Everybody's fighting. The weight of the world is on Rick's shoulders, and you're going to feel that tonight. So Rick is surrounded by two massive herds, unlike anything we've ever seen before. Thrown off his horse. And go ahead, everybody, hashtag it right now. Everybody that knows he's thrown off his horse. We've got a brand new nickname for Rick. And it's probably going to end up on a shirt next week, just in case anybody wants to buy it. We're going to call him, there you go, Rhonda, Rebar Rick. So I'm sure we'll add a hashtag Rebar Rick. Look, we love Rick. And I think sometimes when we make light of the situation, it helps us to cope with the dire circumstance that we're going to face. We don't want to lose him. We certainly, we live through these characters in a lot of different ways. Rick his character has had some challenges with leadership. Andrew Lincoln, ton of class. But it'll make it that much more sweet. I agree, Tommy. Rick is a little clumsy. I mean, the man can't shoot. He was a sheriff and he can't shoot. Even last week, and I know, look, it's not a good shot, but John Dory would have been able to pull that gun out and shoot the rope. Remember the scene with the logs where Rick shot the rope and hit the rope and the logs hit the walkers? He missed. I mean, it wasn't like bang. John Dory would have spun the gun around and hit that in one shot. I mean, Rick's a sheriff. But, yeah, he's a little clumsy. But that's what we love. We love our Rick Grimes. Bad shot, clumsy, and a bad fighter. Right, Bob? I mean, but we still love him. And he gets beat up by Daryl over and over again. He's going to continue to get beat up by... He'll probably get beat up by Daryl again tonight. I don't know. We'll figure out who has the upper hand. But regardless of his flaws, when he leaves the show, we're not going to like it. So I am going to do something. We do this every week as we do the countdown. I've given you the spoilers. Don't think about last week. Don't think about this season. Don't think about next week. We are strictly going to do our rating on tonight's episode. So you have been here for 14, 15 minutes. You've heard what goes down. We've talked about it during the week. From a scale of a 1 to a 10, I need you to give me what you think tonight's episode is going to be. And I'm going to give you my score as well, which is still subject to change. Oh, Jimmy's Jammin' says, Kills, Emmy, Kel, Tommy, Steph, and a 999. I'm going to need every one of you tonight. Psychotherapy 101. We will be here, Jimmy, and we'll actually be here for 2 streams. And Joe Fulford, I'll get to you in 1 second. But Joe's super chat is, if there's a bigger time jump, like we're being told, that means that both Maggie and Rick won't be around. What about Daryl's fate? So we'll talk about Daryl's fate in 1 second. Let me get a couple of these ratings out there. So we got Ron Burgundy Moore says 9, 9. Valerie Feldman says 10. Walking Dead Nerd 10. Carol McFry 9. Amy Ferrero 8.5. Bob D 7.3. Little low, Bob. I'm a little disappointed in you. Timothy Young 8. Melvin Evans 8. Sherry Bentley 8. Kitty Pet with a 9. Who else we got? June Smith says 10 with some sadness in her heart. We got Samantha Coombs, 8.9. Anna Cruz, 10. We got some 10 plus. Really, really high scores tonight. Cornelius Jones, a 6.8. Cornelius, come on now. Come on, man. Let's rethink this. Jimmy's Jammin' says a 10. All right. A lot of good stuff. A lot of hype around tonight's episode. All right. So I'm going to go on record of saying solid 9. But I reserve the right to go even higher. It's got good character development. It does have some sadness. The only thing keeping it from a 9.5 is the rebar. But if the rebar is done well, and it's not corny and silly, it sounds weird now because we're just hearing rebar, but if it's properly placed, that's honestly, of all the things that I'm looking for tonight, I got to tell you, it's this rebar thing. It's just completely blowing my mind. I got to see where it's at, how it's there, how he lands on it, all of those things. It's just like a million rebar things just going through my brain right now. Not Negan, not Michonne, not the fight. I'm worried about a piece of building material. I never thought I would be worried about that. And Julie McGuire says rebar is lame. It appears to be lame. It appears to be. But there might be more to it. Well, there is more to it. There's no way this is the exit. So in tonight's reaction stream, we will do evaluations based on what your initial evaluation. I'm going to ask you to remember your number because I want to see how it compares to it. Some really good comments in the stream tonight. I wish I could keep up because we got a ton of people here right now. And hey, I got to ask. I got to know. So once again, after The Walking Dead, at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do a fan reaction video. And it's only going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to be a quick fan reaction video. And then everybody's going to go back, of course, and check out Talking Dead and see who all's on there and watch the previews for the following week. And then at 11:15, after Talking Dead, we're going to do our full fan reaction, extended version of it. So I just got to know right now, of everybody in here, give me a quick 999 if you're going to make at least one of those streams, if not both of them. Because I think there's going to be some good reaction, some good dialogue, some good emotion. So if you're going to be back for those, I got to see it right now. Give me a quick 999. And this screen is going to light up because I know almost every one of you. I know we're going to have 300 to 400 people. Look at this. That's the power of this group. This group is absolutely amazing. And that's why I love getting together and talking about The Walking Dead with you. Anybody watching the playback, I want you to know the type of group you're a part of. This is an it's growing. Just some awesome chat communication, and appreciate everybody being here. So, with that said, now I got to know, what is it that I already told you. I gave you kind of my insight into it. I'm most excited about the rebar. What are you most excited to see in tonight's episode? Is it Jadis? Is it Daryl? Is it Negan? Is it Rick's situation? Is it the unconscious? Because that's where it's going to end. Let me know what you're most excited to see. Dorothy Martin, rebar. Zane Mahan says the Negan scene. Anna, Rick's not dying tonight. He will be unconscious. Maggie B says the Carol talk. Carol McFry, the Rick situation. Dean Summers, Rick versus Daryl. Alexander K with the super chat. Hold on. Let's see. Anyone can help me with a place to watch online. My dog. What the? Hold on. My dog ate my remote. I subscribed when I learned you are for animal. Alexander, that's a lot of stuff going on. I'm very concerned about your dog eating your remote more so than watching online. I don't think there's a place to watch online until after the playback. I know with cable providers, usually it's a couple hours after the show. But a couple people are typing. Thank you for the super chat, number one. Number two, hopefully some of the people here type some answers. So AMC Premiere. Sling TV. All right. That's, wow. This has been a wild Walking Dead day, I will tell you. And some really good stuff. A lot of good stuff people are looking forward to tonight. Sheila Mack says, kills. What do you think Carol will do? Well, Carol wants to leave. She wants to pack stuff up. But the way I'm sort of understanding it is before she gets a chance to leave, this riot is going to break out. So the conversation happens with Rick. It's pretty sad. And then I think Jed comes storming in with the Saviors again, getting involved and, rallying up this whole anarchy thing. And then what starts to break it up is the herd gathering. We got Glenna Reese. Just can't wait to see how all this plays out. Glenna, me either. And I would say, in addition to the rebar, the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is what we don't see. And you guys are probably like, well, what do I mean by that? It's going to be the images that we don't see tonight and to compare them to the Comic-Con trailer. Because I'm going to be able to weed it down to 2 or 3 things that we know is going to be paramount for next week's conversation. So here's what we're going to do. Obviously, we'll see the episode tonight. We'll do deductive reasoning. So we'll see what we see. We will know what we don't see. And we will have a teaser from next week's episode. And then we'll have a sneak peek from Talking Dead. So there's going to be 4 different things that we'll be able to compare. And I think our reaction videos are going to be super, super hyped up tonight. All right, everybody. We have been streaming for 25 minutes. We're going to wind the stream down. Not doing shout-outs tonight because I know you guys got to get ready, get kind of settled in. The show is going to be amazing tonight. But come back because the initial reaction video is going to be off the hook. And the second reaction video is going to be absolutely nuts too. So thank you so much. Appreciate everything that you guys do. I will see you at 10:15. Enjoy The Walking Dead. My name's Killshot. Give this video a thumbs up on the way out the door if you haven't already. And also check out some of the brand new gear that we have listed below. I love the visuals of this, but if you can't find something you're looking for there's also a link down in the comments to a different site. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon. Peace.